It's not very often the parachute regiment asks the normal person in the street for help, but they're asking you today. This is to ask you to please sign a petition for the government to give a posthumous medal to a man who died in the Falklands and Mount Longdon in 1982. His name is Stewart McLaughlin, Corporal Stewart McLaughlin. He died saving all his men one night in the biggest firefight of the war at Mount Longdon. I have a citation here written by his commanding officer, Sir Hugh Pike, who also is back in this today, as he has done since 1982. So if you just excuse me not looking at it for a minute while I read the citations, I'm not an actor, I don't memorise things, so I'll just read the citation. Thank you. The following was written by Lieutenant General Hugh Pike, 3-Para Commanding Officer, 1982, following a meeting with the family and comrades of Corporal Stewart McLaughlin. Corporal McLaughlin was a section commander in 5 Platoon B Company during the battle for Mount Longdon on the night of 11-12 June 1982. His company commander records that prior to his death he led a section like a demon on the rocks of Mount Longdon. The manner in which he inspired his soldiers was indeed exemplary. Highly respected by them, it is a measure of his skilled and courageous leadership that although one of his men was badly wounded in both legs and survived the battle, he himself was killed by heavy mortar fire while being evacuated to a regimental aid post already severely wounded in the back on the morning after the battle. As a leading company in the battalion's night assault B Company were heavily engaged by the enemy from the outset. Throughout the long night, McLaughlin was noticed by many moving around under fire, rallying others, helping to redistribution of ammunition, talking to other section commanders. At one point he ran forward under fire to pull a wounded man back into cover by grabbing his webbing. His example reassuring those around him that he did not seem fazed by anything, and that they too, if they too were hit, he would get them back to relative safety. In another local action, he positioned his section along the embankment to bring suppressive fire to bear on enemy gun positions that were holding up 4 platoon on their left. However, the well-protected enemy fire continued to bear heavily on this platoon, and it was clear to McLaughlin that another approach was needed. This was very much the pattern of the night. Try one tactic, get held up. Go round another way, try again. McLaughlin realised that it was only a matter of time before the section incurred casualties. So he shouted, "I'll count 1, 2, 3, then we'll go." About a minute later, he did the countdown, stood up in the middle of the fire, opened his arms with a rifle in his right hand and shouted to the section, "Come on lads, I'm bulletproof, follow me." But sadly he was not bulletproof. He then ran forward towards the gunfire, followed by the rest of the section, who all reached the cover of the rocks unscathed. Members of the section commented later that it was the bravest thing they had ever seen a man do. During such engagements as these, McLaughlin was observed assisting other soldiers under fire in open ground with his 84mm Carl Gustav anti-tank weapon, which misfired several times, after which McLaughlin grabbed a 66mm rocket launcher and utilised the enemy bunker before assaulting it single-handed using grenades and killing 3 of the enemy. Throughout B Company's phase of the battle for Mount Longdon, Corporal McLaughlin's influence and presence was continually strong. Even after A Company had taken up the battle out eastwards along the mountain ridge, McLaughlin was to be seen bringing forward armfuls of belt ammunition and offering his support despite being under constant fire from the enemy artillery and mortars based around Port Stanley. Greatly trusted by his men, Corporal McLaughlin's leadership throughout the terrible battle, of which his young soldiers had no previous experience, inspired confidence in all and sustained those who might otherwise have faltered. His tenacious determination was infectious, and those who were around him that night knew only too well his impact on the outcome, his actions being absolutely instrumental in sustaining momentum. This outstanding and very courageous leader is strongly deserving of formal recognition. These are the words of the commanding officer, Sir Hugh Pike, 3 Battalion Parachute Regiment. Now that's the way of Sally again. If on that night on Mount Longdon, you know, this man died to save men's lives that night. But not only did he save their lives that night, he also was instrumental in saving a future generation. As these men survived and came home, some critically wounded body-wise, some mentally wounded, they did come home, and you had parents looking at their boys, you know, back again. You had wives looking at their husbands. You had them as parents looking at their children growing up, and their children looking at their children, their grandchildren, and so the family tree carried on. Had it not been for the actions of Stewart McLaughlin that night, that family tree for all these men would have died there and then on Mount Longdon. So if somebody asks me, do I think this is deserving of a posthumous medal? Yes, I do, very much so. And I can't see why we're having to do this all this time to get the government to allow this medal for this man's family and friends. We really need 100,000 signatures to get this back into Parliament, to get this looked at again. But anything over that is a bonus. And at the moment I think it stands at 24,700, 800. That's not enough, we need more. We need you, as a general public, to help us get these signatures. And you know, it has to be done. And not just Corporal McLaughlin, but his friends with him, you know, men with him that night, as I said, some were wounded physically, some mentally. Everybody came back from that war with their lives changed. And even now, you know, these men went out down south to fight for this country, and now we feel that they've been thrown on this scrappy. It's not just for Corporal McLaughlin, it's for everybody with him that night and throughout that war, that we're asking you please to sign this petition. So on behalf of Corporal McLaughlin's family, entire family, and his friends, especially the men with him that night on Mount Longdon, I have to say thank you very much for being here so long, and please sign this petition, and let's get this man his posthumous medal, and so his family can put this to rest once and for all. Thank you. You can find the link for this petition on the description, not on the banner, and on the top right hand side. Just press that, say to the link, and you'll be able to sign online. It's a government petition. They don't follow you up on this. They don't offer you, you know, pots and pans and timeshares and all this. You can tick to say no, you don't want to hear anything else about it, and you won't hear nothing. You're away to walk away after you sign a petition. So please do that. Please sign this petition. I have disabled any comments on here, because you'll always get somebody, no matter what you're doing, who wants to cause trouble and put a spanner in the works. This is the nature of the beast. We don't want that beast on here. We want this to be running smooth. So for our protection, the protection of the McLaughlin family and friends, and yourself, the comments have been disabled. I hope you understand this. People have asked me in the past, how long will you be on this petition, helping this man, his family, his friends? And I said, well, as long as it takes, as long as whatever it takes. And if it takes forever, well, that's what it will be, forever. But we, you know, walking away from this has never been an option, and if it was offered, it will be refused. We will march every year in London until that march becomes a limp, because they're not going to go away from this. We want this medal for this man and his family, and his friends. You know, it has to be given, has to be handed over. You can't get people that saves men's lives, people's lives, without giving some form of recognition. And that's not a problem, that's a statement. This man needs this posthumous medal. So again, you know, me personally, please sign this petition, and let's get this medal in his hand. Yeah, thank you.